Good afternoon, my name is Anna Meir, and today I'm going to be doing a literature review and comparison of motivational theories. What is motivation? Motivation does not have a single concrete definition. When one thinks of motivation, some words that may come to mind are inspiration, incentives, rewards, etc. I used a technical definition in my paper that described motivation as intra and interdividual variability in behavior not due solely to individual differences in ability or to overwhelming environmental demands that coerce or force action. Understanding what motivates an organization's employees is central to IO psychology. Motivation is internal, external, and it also influences behavior and performance. Theory of human motivation. Abraham Maslow proposed the theory of human motivation, and it was called the hierarchy of needs. He was best known for this theory, and it depicted and explained the different levels and importance of human psychological and physical needs. It's used by business managers to better understand employee motivation. The general needs in this hierarchy include, like I said before, physiological needs, food and clothing, safety needs, job security, social needs, friendship, self-esteem, and self-actualization. This is important to organizational theory and behavior because it explores workers' motivation and it enables better managerial practices and higher job satisfaction. It kind of explains within the pyramid that managers must be perceptive and empathetic to their employees, and they must listen to what their employees' needs are and work to fulfill them. Moving on to Herzberg's motivation theory. Frederick Herzberg proposed his theory, and it was called the two-factor theory, or the dual-factor theory, and or motivation hygiene theory. There are two factors, like it states in the title. These principles are improving the motivational factors and increasing job satisfaction, as well as improving the hygiene factors, decreasing job dissatisfaction. So talking a little more about job dissatisfaction. This is influenced by hygiene factors. Hygiene factors can be working conditions, co-worker relations, policies and rules, supervisor qualities, and base wages and salaries. Job satisfaction is influenced by motivator factors. So these factors are going to be achievement, recognition, responsibility, the work itself, advancement in the workplace, and personal growth. Person as machine theory. This theory is perhaps the most simple theory that I included in my paper, and it just infers that an individual's behavior and one's actions are not voluntary, but instead they're reactive and reflexive. So with conscious awareness, one is not aware of their actions, they're just pushed by their internal needs. So stimuli from one's environment can cause one to react in a machine-like manner. Also wanted to touch just a little bit on Taylorism. Taylorism is a good example of an inappropriate theory for motivation. For the most part, it does have some positives, but it just assumed that workers were only motivated by financial gains. Kelly's theory. George Kelly proposed this theory in 1955, and it's based on his personal construct theory of personality. It can be considered a person as scientist theory because it uses a repertory grid. This grid is an interviewing technique which uses factor analysis to determine an idiographic measure of personality. So with motivation, this is important because it helps hiring managers predict behavior, understand prospective employees' reasonings, and interpret an individual's motivation by using a rating system of constructs and elements.